TJ, you have something in common with our next guest, the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts.
Well,
You've both been on Contestants Row in The Price is
Hey!
Right. Come on down, Shane Steichen. Here on the is that the way to? Am I right, Coach? Is that true?
You took the words out of my mouth, Rich. I saw Eli over there, and I said, "Shoot!" I remember the last time I was on, we were talking about The Price is Right, and then he had the biker jacket on. I was wondering if he had a Harley. I said, "Where's his Harley at?"
See, now you, Coach, never got out of Contestants Row, correct? Is that true?
I didn't. I was 0 for up there.
What happened? Wow. What happened?
Well, bids were off. I probably should have studied that show a little more in the mornings. But yeah, it was fun. I'll tell you what, it was a lot of fun. But would have loved to get up on stage and do some things.
Is it true you got outbid by $1? Is that true, or somebody?
That is a true story. I believe it was a true story. We had a deal where I think what it was 4 people up there in Contestants Row. Those 3 went before me, so I was the 3rd. But it was the 4th time going, so I thought he was going to skip over me. And then he said, "It's your bid." I'm looking back at my buddies. And so I said, "What are the bids again?" He's like, "I'm running this show."
Bob Barker told you that?
Whatever.
Bob told you that?
$650 on whatever it was, tennis ball machine. And the other guy right next to me smiled and laughed and said $651. Tennis ball machine, $750. That pissed me off a little bit.
Well, Shane, I don't know if this helps you or not. TJ got out of Contestants Row, made it all the way to the Showcase Showdown.
Yes, I did.
And you got as much as Shane did back in the day. Well, you got a ping pong table.
That's not true.
You got a ping pong table, right?
And a popcorn maker.
Yeah, and a popcorn maker. There you go.
You still got him?
Please tell him.
Well, Shane.
I do, Coach.
The ping pong table is still in the box.
The ping pong table is still in the box.
4 years ago.
Probably warped at this point.
Come on, Coach. Coach him up here.
Dude, you were on it 4 years ago?
Coach, there's not enough room in my apartment for it. So I keep thinking maybe I might win the Powerball or something. I could move and then have a place for the ping pong table.
Yeah, there you go. Or you just get a raise there. Get him to get you a raise there.
I like your style.
Now we're out of time.
I like your style.
Look at this. Wow.
Me and Jonathan Taylor, we're getting some extra dollars.
Coach Shane Steichen just went over. Good to see you, man. How you doing? How's it going?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing better for seeing you on the screen here. Year 4 for you. Let's just jump into the question of the day is Daniel Jones. How's he doing? What can you tell me?
He's doing great. He did a hell of a job this offseason with his rehab, getting his body right, and obviously coming off the Achilles. He was tirelessly working at it. 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day, and he's hit the ground running since training camp started. He's taken every first team rep. It's great to have him back out there. He's still working through the strength stuff, but he's in a really good place right now for our football team in this season.
Well, I mean, you had a front row seat when you were in Philly of watching him for the Giants when obviously he was out there, and you might have been prepping your side of the football to get back out there. But you saw what was going on in New York. What do you think clicked for him last year? What do you think, Cliff?
That's a good question. I think, watching his tape, I always thought he was a really, really good player. He always completed passes, a high completion percentage in New York. Obviously was, a game away from going to an NFC championship game in New York. So you saw that, he had it in him. And coming here, obviously a new scenery for him. He took the bull by the horns and worked his tail off. And obviously he made a ton of plays. The offensive line did a great job protecting for him. Did a great job getting us in and out of the right place. And he was playing, just tremendous for us before his injury.
So now that he's coming back, and that'll be the question is, can he do it again? And, that is I guess a legit question. Because again, that time where he almost made it the NFC Championship game, Philadelphia is the one that prevented him from getting there after he had that performance in Minnesota. Shane, I was talking about from here at this desk, he looked like Colin Kaepernick in Green Bay. You know what I mean? Like that, where he was running it and throwing it and totally unstoppable, with Saquon at his side, obviously, back in that day.
Yeah, that was an awesome game.
Is that the guy you have there? Is that the guy you have there? Do you think?
Yeah, for sure. I think so. I mean, when you watch him last year, what he was able to do for us, and obviously we want to get that done again this year. And obviously the health of our football team is going to be big. Keeping him healthy all season is going to be big. And then we go from there. But I really like, what I've seen so far, him coming off his injury. Offense is clicking early in camp, which is great to see. It's been great on both sides of the ball. Defense is making plays, offense is making plays. So I'm really pleased, where we're at in training camp with our football team.
Okay. And then in a way, Alec Pierce is now on the can he do it sort of conversation now that he's been paid. How is he feeling?
He's feeling good. He's making really good progress. I don't have a timeline on his return, but I do feel really good where he's at in his rehab process. So as soon as he's back out there, that'll be exciting for us. But like I said, I don't know for sure when that's going to be, but he is making really, really good progress.
Well, and I just was giving a season preview of your team at the end of the first hour, and the first question is Alec Pierce really a wide receiver one? Is he wide receiver? Can he be a wide receiver one in this league?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it statistically, there's no doubt about it. He's led the league in yards per catch the last 2 seasons, had 1,000 last year. Make some big time plays for us. And, his role is going to expand this year on how we use him. Obviously, he is a deep threat for us. But, he's evolved too as a route runner, his route tree, the intermediate stuff. He's grown, since the first time I was here, my first year with him to now. It's been a tremendous growth, and it's a credit to him and the way he works. It's a credit to Reggie Wayne, our wide receiver coach, for helping develop him into the player he's becoming.
Your running back, I believe, is getting that 2-year contract extension that's been all over the news right now. I know that's not your lane, that's Ballard's lane to handle the business, but I could see you got a smile on your face. For him to get paid, this means the world for him mentally, yeah. I imagine, getting on that field for you.
Yeah, there's no question. He's one of the best in the league. There's no doubt about it. And to get him signed to that extension is huge for our football team. You never want to lose great players. And he's a great player. Obviously played his whole career here. He's a home run threat, makes a ton of plays for us. When we need a play, he's usually the guy that makes it. And those guys are so valuable to your football team. And you need those guys. You want to win championships. You want to win in this league. You need great players, and he's one of them.
And he's a great dude, too. I mean, you got a good story there for Jonathan Taylor as a human, like you've seen in person, what he's done for either for a teammate and the community. You got a good Jonathan Taylor story for me, Coach?
Gosh.
Yeah, I know.
JT story. Yeah, I don't know. He's a hard worker, I'll tell you that. I mean, I probably don't got any funny stories for you.
It's all good.
But I will say, just from a player standpoint, really like looking back at last year, that game in Berlin, that Atlanta game, I mean, he single-handedly took that game over. And that was so impressive to see the way he ran that whole game, pretty much, put the team on his back. Obviously, the line did a great job blocking, but he made some tremendous plays. Obviously, had an 83-yard rushing touchdown down the sideline there on a 2nd and 2. That's the clip right there. And then you got another one, I believe, at the end of the game, in overtime, we got an unblocked player. They hit a blitz, and he made the guy miss, which could have been a loss again. And then he came down, obviously, and finished it off in the red zone. We ran a little counter gap scheme, and it was one-on-one in the hole with the safety, made a miss again, and scored to walk off. So that game right there was, just tremendous, really tremendous to watch.
A few minutes left with the Colts head coach, Shane Steichen. What does a full season with Sauce mean for you and your team and Coach Anarumo?
Yeah, I think it's huge. Obviously, the draft capital we gave up to get him, we're expecting a lot out of him, and he understands that. And, last year didn't go the way we wanted with his injury, but getting him back here in training camp to see it on display against our guys is awesome. But to have him for a full season is going to be huge. You need a lockdown corner in this league to take, away number 1 receivers, and he's that type of player. So it's going to be awesome to see, him in a Colts jersey all year this season, along with Mooney and Cam Bynum and the rest of the guys in the back end. We're excited for that.
Lou Anarumo went to high school with my brother. I went to high school with his sister. We're all Staten Islanders. So
yeah.
Do you have sometimes understanding him?
No, I can hear him. He's good.
Okay.
We have some good
he's got that thick accent,
he's got a thick accent. He used it, when he gets after the players every once in a while, pretty good. But I love Lou. Tremendous coach, tremendous teacher, great leader of men, obviously, on the defensive side. Sitting in those defensive meeting rooms during training camp have been awesome. He does a great job in front of those guys. demands a lot out of those guys. So I'm excited, about what our defense, can potentially do this year.
And again, just to talk about the boss real quick here, I'm going to see Carly Gordon in Canton when she introduces Adam Vinatieri for induction this weekend. It'll be a great moment for everybody in the franchise. What's on her notes, in her notes? Does she come up to you and talk with you about what's on that notepad, anything like that?
Yeah, not during the game.
Of course not. No,
after
I
the
agree.
games, obviously we have briefings every Monday to talk about the game, and she just takes notes on certain things that happen in the game, and I have a ton of respect for that because those meetings on Monday that we talk about, she heard it all during game day, and so that transition's great when we have those conversations. She has a really good understanding of what we're doing. As far as she knows that she sits in meetings, she understands the play call, so when she hears a call. She knows what's coming, and the communication piece of it is obviously huge. Hearing the calls, all those different things. So when we do have those briefings on Monday to talk about the game, it's pretty smooth.
Has there been a moment where you're like, oh yeah, this is definitely a chip off the old block? I can see, she's an Irsay as well as an Irsay Gordon. Has there been a moment like that? Where you're like, yeah, that sounds
no, but
like...
I'll just say, obviously, Carly's been really involved, since I've been here, and she's a tremendous leader. Cares a lot about the players, this organization, this community, and she'll do anything and everything, for this organization to be successful, and that's what you want out of an owner, and I just got a ton of respect for that.
Did you hear what Liam Cohen had to say about how the Jaguars aren't being talked about? Did you hear about that one? He's talking about how the Bears.
I did not.
Okay,
I did not.
Yeah, he's like, he looks online and he sees like 80 pictures of Caleb Williams on NFL Network and things like that, and. We just had Nick Caserio on in hour one. He's like, we're overlooked. Do you think your division's overlooked? You're overlooked? What do you think, Shane?
Look, all I think is this, is I take it one day at a time, year to year. Every year in this league, you see teams that can change in a hurry. And so when I look at everyone that says like, hey, look at your schedule. You got a tough schedule to start the season. There's a lot of those conversations that take place. And I just tell people, I say, hey, look, guys, it's an NFL schedule. Everyone in this league's good. Anyone can get beat on any Sunday, and you got to show up every single Sunday, and that starts in the week of preparation, and that's the way I look at it. Obviously, I do believe our division is really strong. I think there's a lot of good players in our division, a lot of talented teams, offensively, defensively, a lot of playmakers. So it's going to be a tough division, but we're looking forward to that challenge in this division and obviously throughout the season.
Yeah. Is Phillip back on the pickup line in Alabama? Where is he?
Oh, yeah. He's always on the pickup line. We reached out. We were playing phone tag yesterday.
Oh, okay. What's he up to?
But yeah, he's doing good. He's got a game coming up on national TV. I want to say in 2 weeks or something. They're playing a team on national TV at their home stadium. So he's excited for that and their kids over there.
That was amazing, man. But that's like a movie, man. You made a Disney movie on occasion last year, Coach.
It was.
It
was pretty special. Besides, obviously not winning. To have him come back really for the love of the game. I mean, just for those young players in our locker room to see that, the way he works, his preparation that he puts into the game, a tremendous human being, father to his kids, obviously all those kids that he coaches in high school. It's awesome. It was a tremendous experience for everybody to be a part of that. Like I said, we just wish we would have won during that stretch. And I know that's a thing, he wishes as well. But, it was great to get him back out there, and he competed at a high level. He played darn good football for us. There's no doubt about it when he played. So to see him come off the couch and not play in 5, years and do what he did, it's a credit to him and his love for the game.
Hey, man, Rocky lost and Rocky won, but he won in Rocky too. You know what I'm saying? You know all about.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know that story. He's on the steps, man, where you used to coach. Last one for you. Week 1, September 13th. You're there inside Lucas Oil. The Ravens are on the other side, and we're about to kick off. What's going through your mind at that point?
Well, you know what? At that time, when the ball's about to kick off, you're focused and locked in. Obviously, you go through the week of preparation, and then obviously we're going to hear that crowd ripping and roaring week 1 at home. And then once that ball's kicked off, I mean, you're locked in and you're ready to call the game and ready to go and go make plays. And that's really what's going through my mind.
Coach, thanks for the time. We have some nice parting gifts for you. You've heard that one before, right?
Oh, heck yeah. You got the luggage, the Hollywood luggage. That's what I got.
Z-Brick.
Red luggage suitcase.
The Z-Brick. Remember the Z-Brick? They had the press-on nails. They had all that as the parting gifts.
Yes. I did remember the Z-Brick. All right.
You got that? Hey, we'll send you a mug. Nice parting gift.
Mug. Trust me, I'll use it.
We're going to send you a mug. We're going to send you a Rich Eisen Show mug. I want to see that in use, okay? But thanks for coming on down, Shane Steichen.
All right, thanks. Appreciate you.
There he goes,
everybody.
everybody.
Thanks, Coach.
There he goes. Shane Steichen, everybody.